Okay, I think we're over the hiccups. I just had to get that out of the way. But I think we have corrected that on stream. Showing that I'm live now. Should be alright, I think. All is well. Awesome. As you can see, 8th and 11th. I think that's a pretty decent starting spot. And I think we can make up ground in this scenario. We've really focused on the cornering. Belgium is high speed all the way through, long laps. But let's take a look at the strategy involved. $88 and 92% confidence, 44 laps. What does the tire deg look like? You're gonna get probably 14 laps out of a little more than that, 16 laps, 17 laps out of a new set of softs, a 24 or so laps out of a set of mediums, and then if I've got my math right, probably 34, 35 laps out of a set of hards. So I think we just go on the mediums to hard compound strategy, but I want to flip that. So if I can get, and I want to push those tires pretty hard. So if we go 29, pit 29 laps, can we get mediums to the end? That's my question. Go to hards, 29 laps, and then go full pace, and go full pace on the Okay, we can push the mediums a little harder even. So if we go back here, yeah, that's the winner. That's the winning strategy. Let's add that. Let's do that. And then Lando, we might want to go on the opposite and pit early and try to undercut. So we basically want to go an unmodified strategy A. 19 is about what I would want out of the mediums. Can we go a little farther? Yeah. And then the hard tires. Okay. So let's... That way we're not stacking them. I don't think rain is expected today, so we're feeling pretty good about that. Confidence is good. We can tell these guys to up pace at the start of the race. And Leclerc's penalty is more than 10 places because he's going to be starting behind us, 7th and 10th to start. And we'll see what everybody else comes out in as far as tires are concerned, but I think we're going to be in a pretty good spot. But 44 laps, let's get started.
We have beautiful blue skies overhead as the drivers line up on the grid. And there is Lando Norris. Not as close to the front as they might have wished for, but we know the
You
race
guys can
order
hear
can
me
change a
fine?
lot during those first few corners.
Can hear the game
And
fine?
behind them, it's Ricciardo.
Can see me?
They might not be in the top 3 spots,
Everything good?
but things could change fast once the race gets underway. Everything's been building to this.
It's go time.
Get ready, it's the Belgian Grand Prix.
Let's see what kind of start we get.
It's lights out and away we go.
Lando looks like he's in a good spot. On board with Danny Rick. And he's gained a spot. Looks like he's got the Duke on Russell on the inside.
It's looking good.
Everything's fine. Thanks, Cressy.
And McLaren with a great
As I said to Callum, this is my first stream in about 4 years. So, the amateur of amateur streamers. But this game has really lit a fire in me just to show it off. I think for a first-time effort management sim, it's been really a joy to play. Even if it does feel like slot cars sometimes. Okay, so we're right up on Bottas's tail. And Norris is right up on Ocon. I want to kind of give them till the end of this lap and then we'll neutralize the battery a little bit. It's amazing how tense I can get over something like this. I watch guys in the crew play Football Manager and I'm sitting there drafting, freaking out over my picks. Here I am sitting at F1 and every minute detail I fret over my decision making constantly. Let's see, what are the tires? Okay, fair number. Danny Rick's the only one to come out on the hards, but it looks like a lot of teams are gonna go.
Yep. This is my pace.
Softs and then try and nurse hard tires to the end.
So this is P10.
And we are going to be more aggressive with our last few tires. I expect Leclerc to move the field. Ferrari is not our fight. Red Bull is not our fight. They're just destroying the championship this year. We are comfortably the 4th best team. So the goal is points at this particular stage. I want both my drivers in the top 10 if we can manage it. I think Ferrari, Red Bull, and Mercedes are better than us. Other than that, we've got a fighting chance against every other team at this particular time.
DRS enabled. DRS.
Okay, DRS, but we're kind of in a train. Everybody is going to have DRS for about 12 cars here. I think our pace, I'm interested to see what our pace is like on the hard tires compared to everybody else. It's pretty comparable, which gives me some faith. Let's go on board with Lando for a lap here. Hey man, what's up? Amateur streamer hour. My first stream in years. But I'm so excited about F1 Manager, I just had to do it. I'm the same. It's like if my driver can't buy a driver, I get extremely annoyed. Well, it's a test of patience, because I feel like I'll push them really hard to get by a driver, and then they'll get by them and then get passed again immediately on the next lap, or you know, lock up and give the place right back. So I don't want to push it too much. Quick work break. Excellent. I don't have the stamina that some other guys do, so that's what she said. I'm probably gonna only be
Nice job, mate. Nice job.
live for this race, but I think that'll probably run us about an hour,
McLaren gain a position.
and then just wanted to give it a try, test it out, make sure the camera works, make sure you guys can see the game capture.
We're now at P7.
That's
P7
what
at the
I
moment.
mean. We worked hard to get that place, and then he got it back in half a
Alpine
lap.
just advanced.
I'm the type of driver that will push tires extremely hard but not touch fuel. And then if I have extra fuel at the end, I'll be like, okay, it's fastest lap time. Let's go. Awesome. Glad to hear it. We need probably 16 laps out of Lando on these tires. And unfortunately, I can't do anything about my voice. That's just how I sound. Only so many tricks. Daniel Ricciardo, we need 23 laps on these hards, and then we can go medium tires to the end. And then Lando, we're switching to hard tires on the one stop. Lap 20 is our projected window. Leclerc's trying to get by Ocon. He does not, but we do.
Yeah, that was a good job.
This gives us a good idea.
And McLaren with a great overtake.
Leclerc would have DRS off of Ocon still, I think. Yeah, he's 0.8 behind. Somebody's run wide, and it's not us, is it, Latifi?
Oh, they've run wide.
Gasly. That's not one I see as often. Over the shoulder. Man, it's all the television camera angles. I love these. Gives you a real sense of speed from the perspective. Lando does not have DRS off of Hamilton. Hamilton's disappeared up the road. Leclerc's still being held up behind us. Ricciardo does not have DRS on Bottas. So basically we're at the front of two trains, which is awful. It's really bad news. Give you a little wing cam. The thing is, I know, as it stands, Alcon's going to get by me. The question is, does anybody follow him through when he does go? Does Leclerc go behind him? Does Bottas have enough to sneak in behind him? Lando needs defensive work, and we have a crash. And I think it might have been somebody ahead of us. Yeah, Carlos Sainz. Multiple cars, and we have a full
There's contact.
safety car.
It's chaos on the track.
Oh
Let's take
boy.
a look at the replay.
Safety car. I think that's Perez and Sainz. Oh no. Are they okay? I'm gonna have to clip that. Somebody clip that.
And the team
That's
have
one of the
such high
crazier
hopes today.
crashes I've seen.
What a shame.
And this is like race 15 for me. Oh, wow. So what do we do? It's paused here. Oh, man. Do we make this a two-stopper just because it's cheaper for us to stop now? Or do we wait? I don't think I can pit yet. I'm curious if we go strategy here, if the other drivers pit, realistically they'd be getting, I should probably do this from Lando's perspective because he has a fresh set. They'd be getting 34 laps on this. It'd be really tight to pit now and go hards to the end, but they might do it. I don't think we can yet. Unless we go... Oh man. I wouldn't be able to push the tires. That's not what I wanted to do. Here we go. If we go to hard tires now, we wouldn't be able to push them. Ooh, and they'd be super marginal at the end. Wouldn't give us the extra pace. Wouldn't give us the extra pace. Thanks a lot, I appreciate that. Wouldn't give us the extra pace to go. So I think we just stay out. It's too early. It's too early. Tempting. And some teams might go to the end. Okay, let's conserve the tires, conserve the fuel. DRS disabled. And Sainz, oh, it was Sainz and Verstappen, not Sainz and Perez, and they are both out. That's huge for the championship, drivers' championship, because I think Charles was in the lead, but I think Verstappen was second.
Just be careful with this tyre.
Okay, got it.
We can speed this up under the safety car, and then they can tell us when it goes in. Is anybody pitting? As I said, some teams might, because they came out on the softs. They might go soft, hard to the end. But it doesn't look like anybody's come in. They might come in next lap when they're behind the car, but doesn't seem like it. And this might be, be able to give us an extra couple laps in our pit window. Push the other tires after the stop that much more. It's not every race you get a full safety car or a crash that's spectacular. I love it. Oh my gosh, what has happened here? We are running net 4 because 2 cars in front of us were the ones that crashed. I saw signs crashed. I did not see who the other car was, and it ended up being Max. No message about the car coming in yet. That was a pretty spectacular crash with debris there. And nobody decided to pit under safety car. The stewards have ruled that that was Verstappen's fault. Should get a message shortly that the car is coming in, and then I'll push the fuel again and push the tires again. Oh, I thought it was Perez until I saw that Max's car was out. I thought it was Perez because I thought Perez would be more likely to do that. And I thought Sainz was racing with him. As I said, Max is second in the championship, I believe. Second or third. Sainz is second or third, and Max is second or third. So that's significant for the championship.
Let's try and push up.
Okay. Car's going to be coming in.
Understood.
So we gotta get heat back in these tires. Is it not coming in? It's been 3 laps. I feel like this was the safety car last weekend, where they had like 6 laps to get Danny Rick off the track and just decided not to do that.
And save fuel from now, please. Save fuel from now.
Copper.
Okay, I'll keep going then. This might be the longest safety car I've ever seen. But at least we know the game's authentic. This is the 4th lap under safety car. I was going to say, it usually gives you a message when the safety car is coming in. And I thought for sure I was going to get out ahead of it. Puts us in a good spot though, 4th and 8th. I will
The safety car will come in at the end of the next lap.
End of the next lap.
Understood.
So this lap, yeah, okay, fine. Okay, let's push up and balance fuel, and here we go.
Stay close.
Okay.
I'd be very happy if we finish where we are now, to be honest, because I was expecting like a 6th, like Lando maybe 7th.
And one final reminder,
And
no
Danny Rick
overtaking
maybe
before
10th.
the line.
But now with a
Yeah, confirm.
Ferrari and a Red Bull out, that gives us an opportunity to slide up the order. Because we are not as fast. We're probably not even as fast as the Mercs. Like Hamilton's in front of us. We're not that fast. But we're as fast as Alpine, AlphaTauri, Alfa Romeo. And this track suits our car pretty well. Here we go. I got lucky, Callum. I got lucky. I was in 6th and 2 cars just crashed. So we're working on it. This is race 15. 14 or 15, Belgium. Debating getting rid of Danny Rick. I am too. I want George Russell, but he wants nothing to do with McLaren. So I'm waiting till the end of the season when it costs a little bit less to break Danny Rick's heart. And then maybe we get Russell. Maybe we get... I have Jack Doohan in the reserve car. Maybe we get Ocon because he's really good on tires. Yeah, that was a bad one. That might be my clip next time I sub to your channel. Gotta update the clip. Unfortunately, this one has my face in it, so unfortunately for everybody else. I kind of look like you if you got a really bad Canadian accent. I really should be using this time for more important things, like scouting for my Casa draft tomorrow, but I wouldn't want to give away my secrets on camera. I think that's the way to go. I might not do it. I'm not going to be streaming very often. I just felt like today was a day where I had some time, and instead of recording a YouTube video, I should talk to the people today. You notice he didn't say anything about my face loads. I'd be extremely happy with 4th. I actually won a race with, whoa, kind of ran into the back of me there and nothing happened.
DRS enabled. DRS.
I won a race with Lando earlier this season, Callum, with some incredible luck. I was in 3rd, and the 2 cars in front of me hit each other. Oh no! Perez is locked up.
There's currently yellow flags.
Confirm.
Alright, now we're really racing. Let's go. I wouldn't call it lovely. It's a matter of opinion. Alright, we would have DRS off of Hamilton in this spot. so they're not going to lose us quite as quickly. Leclerc doesn't have DRS off of us, but he's going to in about a lap. Lando's about 8 laps from pitting. Daniel's about 15th, and he's kind of in 7th. Kind of running his own race. He got a really good jump on George Russell in the restart. And he's at the back of the train, which is where we want to be. I'm kind of hoping that Ocon can distance himself from Bottas even a little bit so we can have the advantage. Hamilton in the pits. Hamilton was on softs. He'll be going one stop hard to the end. That he'll have to nurse those tires. Bottas pitting, Gasly pitting. Vettel pitting, Albon pitting. We decided to go with the harder tires and push them harder. Lando's on the mediums. Daniel Ricciardo was the only car to start the race on hard tires, and he'll be going onto the mediums with about, I guess, 20 or so laps to go, and we'll just push them till they can't go no more. I don't use the ERS much because it depletes so fast. You can charge your battery, charge your battery, charge your battery, and then it'll all be gone in one lap. If I need it, I'll use it. But I kind of like the spot that Lando is in right now. I know he's in 2nd place, but we have DRS on the leader. Leclerc has DRS off of us. If we make the move on Alonso here, we go to the front of the train, and Leclerc is probably coming behind us to make the same move. So I don't really want to open the door. I up the fuel on ins and out laps for sure. And Lando just, wow, he's got pace today. Wow, he's got pace today. Going for the move without the ERS. And Ricciardo just beat Norris's lap. Oh, and Perez just beat both of them. He locked up and went down to 17th. He's already gained 4 spots. I don't know if he has stopped. I don't believe so. No, Perez is not stopping. He started on the mediums like Lando did. Hey, Bob. I watch a lot. I've become more of a viewer in the last, I would say, 3 or 4 years, but I try and at least record every race, watch every race. And this is, I'm terrible at driving games, so to have something where I don't actually do the driving, but I make all of the decisions and I own the team and you can make the adjustments that you want to make. This is like the game that I thought would never happen. And I've always wanted, and that's why I'm so excited about it. And to have a development team like Frontier behind it, who are hugely reputable, know what they're doing when it comes to management stuff. They're the team that made Planet Coaster and Planet Zoo and Elite Dangerous and a lot of those other building management type sims.
That was a crash.
What?
Let's have a look.
What has Mick
Now
done?
just focus on the Haas.
He's all by himself, and
That's
whoop!
an off, and a big off. going to be a big blow to the team.
Yeah, Danny
Will they
Rick
be
still
able to
needs to pit.
recover?
Everybody still
We'll
needs
see.
to pit. Danny Rick's on hards. That's fine. I don't know if I would call you bad at games. Doesn't really matter how good you are at games, as long as you take enjoyment from them, like I do. I'm a little nervous about showing my my skill off here, so I'm glad we are currently running to get a good result. I was worried I was going to get on stream here and we'd both,
and Ferrari just gained a place.
I'd end up out of the points and with pie on my face. Oh. Which, it's still early. There's still 30 laps. Where are we pit window-wise? Okay. So Lando's coming in at about 5 laps. Daniel, I need about 12 more laps out of you on hard tires. We can push to the end. It's tough. It's tough. You just have to design and develop and come up with a strategy. Like I said, my pace is always, I always set for, because I find that the speed difference between tires is not that high. So I just look for a strategy in the tires that's going to last and make sure that I can do, you know, if I can do a one stop, I do a one stop. I'm not afraid to do a two stop though. I just have to push the tires to equal the pace of some of the other midfield teams. So I always push the pace. And I find that it's had mixed results because it does cause more driver mistakes, but the pace is there. I'm the type of person that, as I said, the difference between a soft and a medium tire or a medium and a hard tire, depending on the track, usually isn't that much. So I just go, okay, what's the strategy where I can push the tires the most? Is it a medium soft two stop? Is it a hard to medium one stop when everybody else is doing soft to hards? Belgium is a track where it's a long track, but there aren't as many laps as, say, a Monaco. So there's not as much importance placed on these situations. Because I think there's nobody going to be doing a two-stop today. It's just not practical. It depends on the track, depends on the race for me. I've done a lot of two stops because I don't want to have to conserve tires at any points. We're going to push the pace immediately, right out of the gate, and never let up. And if that costs me in the end, so be it. I don't want to be trying to park myself in front of other cars to be timid. It's like, it's good. We're going to go out in a blaze of glory if we're going to go out. Alright, so we are approaching halfway through this race, and I like What's happening here? Although I do think Danny Rick is going to need to surrender here shortly. Alonso in the pits, that helps us. Where does he come out? That'll give us a good idea of where we're going to come out. I usually add about 25 seconds.
As well.
So, like, Norris is pitting in 2 laps. Alonso put the hards on. He was on the medium, so he's doing the same strategy as us. I thought about even pitting a little later because of the safety car. I think we can stretch our tires another lap or 2 if the lap times, if the pace is there. We're probably going to come out in traffic, unfortunately. I think we're probably going to come out right around Zhou Guan Yu, right around Yuki Tsunoda, 11th, 12th. Alonso came out 5th, which is wild. If we get really lucky, Lando might come out in front of Hamilton, but I think I'm gonna delay Lando a lap. I'm gonna delay him a lap. I think we can do it. I think we can hold on. So we're still in our window, but push him a little more. What are his lap times in comparison to some of the others? They still look good. We've got teams running 149 flats, 149 and a half from Russell. Perez is running 147s. He's just super quick. And so are... hey! That's a really good lap. That's a really good lap. Daniel might be the slow car of the group. Perez pitting. He did have the crash, the lockup earlier that took him to the back of the pack, and now he has to pit. So he's going to have to make that around again. The difference between you and me playing this is massive. Why do you say that? Well, I'll tell you, the difference between you and me playing Football Manager is massive. I want every piece of data I can.
Okay, I had a lockout.
Aww, Daniel.
Here's the replay. Okay, so there we have the Alpine.
How bad a lockup. Passed him on the straight. Okay, we're gonna get a separate replay for the lockup then.
The team are devastated. They'll be questioning just what happened out there.
So upset that we're now in 4th.
Oh, big lockup there.
All right, let's see the lockup.
Daniel Ricciardo involved here. Well, they've locked up. They won't have been happy about that.
Okay, that wasn't too bad.
The team are really
But we're
disappointed
still
with that.
distraught.
Let's hope it doesn't set them back too
Because
badly.
you know exactly what you're doing and I don't. I've got somebody fools. I just like the team shots where it's like I hit the curb in a corner and they're acting like my race is over. I don't know why it looks like I know what I'm doing. But I have much more tactical awareness here than I do
had a car
with
run wide.
Football Manager. Football Manager, I have my tactic at the start of the game,
Leclerc has pitted.
and then that's it. It doesn't really move unless I move instructions or get a red card or something like that. I draft for my style and so be it. This I can do a little more on the fly. I really appreciate it, guys. I wasn't sure if I'd be talking to myself for an hour. I figured I did, and this is a time where it's the middle of the afternoon for me, but I had some time. Whereas, you know, sometimes when I had other time, it's like, well, all my football manager guys are, it's 2 a.m. They're not gonna watch. They're not gonna watch anything. So I appreciate it. All right, we've got one more this lap and then the in lap, and I'm really gonna push to build up as much of a gap as we can when we hit the in lap, and then it'll be Lando's turn to pit. Everybody has pitted except for Lando, Danny Rick, and Ocon. So we are pitting late, but I do not want to conserve these tires. Absolutely under no circumstance do I want to conserve these tires. Ocon is pitting, so the McLarens are dead last. Okay, so Lando's going on to hard tires to the end, and we are going to run the brakes off of them. It's estimating that I come out 6th after this stop, so we'll see. And at this point, this is when I say, okay, push the fuel,
Yeah, confirm. Happy to box at the end.
deploy the battery, give it everything you have. Whereas Daniel, the only car to start the race on hard tires, he doesn't pit for another 6 laps. He's going to be out there all by himself. And I dare say his lap times are solid. More than good enough to show that he's got pace today. What I do is I don't really either, Cressy. I take somebody else's tactic and go, how can I make this play more in the style that I want to play? I want my guys to stay on their feet. I want a higher defensive line. I want, you know, a couple of different player roles. I want them to, my goalkeeper, not to sit with the ball back there. I want shorter passes. I want a wider attack. So I take, and it's like, this is kind of how I want to play, but how can I make it my own? That's why I always have so much respect for guys like RDF Tactics,
Okay, understood.
Clates, who build
And
these
just remind you, use the pit
things
limiter
from
in the pit lane.
scratch, and it's like, wow, the amount of time that you put in analyzing what you need to do is just not what I need. Go, go, go. That was an average stop. Can we get out ahead of Bottas? That would be excellent. Here comes Ocon. Oh my goodness. And we got out ahead of Alonso? Oh, the race might be on. The race might be on. Okay, out lap. That in lap was really nice. Out lap. Danny Rick is in the lead for the first time ever. Ever. In this entire save. For the first time, he is going to lead a lap. Sneaky pit stops didn't work. Sometimes they don't. I had a race a couple of races ago. It'll go up on YouTube in probably a couple weeks. That's how far ahead I am playing this. But it was a rain race, and I pitted too early for dry tires. Did not go well. Okay, Daniel. 5 more laps, and then he comes in for mediums. Charles Leclerc is just on another level. He's gonna catch him and pass him easily.
Big lifts.
Confirm.
Easily. He's catching him at a second a lap. I think he's on older okay, he did pit and he went on to hard. So everybody is on hards except Magnussen and Zhou Guan Yu. Well, teams we don't really have to worry about too much went on to the mediums. And they might try and nurse the mediums to the end, but we are talking about Stroll and Latifi. I decided to be more aggressive at the end and go on hards to start, and it's a virtual safety car with Ricardo in front.
Virtual safety car deployed.
Confirm.
Did we get a replay for that one? Well, let's look at... Let's pause this for a second. I want to look at Daniel's strategy. I think we can pull this off. It's under VSC. Ooh, it's close. We can tone it down a little and we can make it. Let's pit now. Let's pit now. Save some time under the safety car. So, will he come in this lap? Yes. So we're going to mediums to the end. I can't really do a fast in lap under the safety car. Alright, let's go. Let's go. That might have been... If that had happened a couple laps later... Stroll. If that had happened a couple laps later, it would have been perfect. But as it is, I think it's close enough. Let's conserve.
Just be careful with this tyre.
Conserve.
Confirm.
Conserve. Drive to the delta.
Okay, keep looking after the tyre. Okay, understood.
We are pitting, right? Yeah. Is he coming in this lap or next lap? Yes. Okay. In the pits, Daniel. Let's go. This is about as much chaos as I can get.
Remember the pit lane speed limiter. Pit lane speed limiter.
We could come out top 5 still. Maybe. Here comes Norris. Good stop. Good stop. Let's go. Good stop. Oh, crap. I had
And recharge on, recharge on.
Lando on
Okay.
deploy
Yeah, confirm.
because of the outlap. Ends soon. Okay. Alright, in that case, let's go.
Virtual safety car ending, virtual safety car ending.
Could not have timed that any better. If
Maximum
I came
pace,
out,
Daniel,
if I
maximum
was
pace.
in the pits when the safety
Okay,
car ended,
understood.
we had a 4-lap actual safety car and that
Okay, Lando, 100%
like-
pace, 100% pace.
a lap,
Yeah,
lap and a
confirm.
half, maybe. It's a little frustrating. Stroll pitting after the safety car because he has damage. So the Aston Martins crashed into each other is what happened. Vettel and Stroll crashed into each other. And both are still in the race, but both are pitting. Apparently it was Stroll's fault. I'm a Canadian and we have F1 drivers, but they're Stroll and Latifi. So do they really count? That's my question for the chat. Laps to go, and we are in second and fourth. If I'm being honest, the race win has definitely slipped away because Leclerc's just obliterated everybody. But double podium could happen. Double podium could happen. We might have to watch Daniel's tires because we pitted about 4 laps earlier than the strategy intended. Because I like to give myself a bit of extra wiggle room. He doesn't deserve a seat, but when you think about it, he's just not great in comparison to everybody in F1, but he's still probably in the 1% of 1% of drivers' ability in the world. It'll be interesting to see Piastri at McLaren, because you have Piastri at McLaren, you've got Nick de Vries probably taking Latifi's seat, and then you have guys like in Formula E, Formula 2, you have Hulkenberg who wants a seat again, I guess. You have Ricardo who says he probably won't have a seat. Harvesting batteries, so
Cool.
That's why he pretty much left us. But we're still maintaining second, and we are the slowest, but we were harvesting. So now that the track grip is high, we've done our pit stop, we're on decent tires, I think we can stay in and around the Alpines. I don't think Perez is going to be fast enough to get up to where we are in 18 laps. The Mercs might, but we could have double podium, second, third chance, which would be just awesome for my first ever streamed race to be the best race I've ever run. But as I said before, there's 18 laps to go. A lot can happen in 18 laps. I wouldn't mind a lockup from this man. Doing my first two-stopper. Yeah, honestly, people say the one-stopper is overpowered, but as long as you have the pace and don't mind pushing your tires, two-stopper can work. I have no problem doing a two-stopper at the right track. So Leclerc is 6 seconds up on Norris. He's going to start lapping cars before the end of this race. Stroll is probably going to get left. This puts us in a position for great points with basically, I felt like there was about 6 cars faster than us on this track, and 2 of them crashed into each other. So, you know, when you put it into perspective that I'm expecting 7th, 8th, 9th out of this type of race, that automatically puts you in the frame of mind of, you know, maybe a top 5 is happening. Maybe if we get really lucky, a top 3 is happening. You believe, I believe. We all believe. It's in the cards. Good mojo. Let's go. How was your day? How was classes, Callum? I spent my day looking for applying for a few things. Let's see if anything comes of it.
Well done.
Hey, Daniel. Go, Daniel. You madman.
And McLaren with a great overtake. Let's take a closer look. Now just take a look at the McLaren.
Got him on the outside of the corner. Oh, that's dangerous. He could have
Gaining a
could have
position
had something
there.
happen
They
there.
make it look so easy.
It's funny. I could go back after the replay and he
Back
could
in the
have taken
garage,
that
the
over.
team absolutely loved it.
All right. Thanks, Bob. I appreciate you just coming out. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Yeah. He lost it on DRS
That's
before
a
the
good
lap was
overtake
over.
from Alpine.
That might just be whoever gets it at the line. Let's give Danny Rick some help.
Use overtake. Yep.
DRS, ERS. Let's push fuel. Let's get by him and break the gap. This is where he got him last time. Not this corner, but the next one, I think. Yeah. Outside. Nope. Oh, he's right there. He's trying. Alonso does not have DRS on us. On Lando in front of him yet. So McLaren's actually doing each other a solid. I appreciate that. Being good teammates. Good teammates. Yep. I pitted him under the virtual safety car when the Astons crashed. We are done our pit stops.
Nicely done, nicely done.
And now I need Daniel to drive like crazy. I'm pushing fuel, I'm pushing ERS. We're going to deploy him.
Use the deploy.
Try and get him outside
Understood.
of the 1 second zone. Maybe get up to Lando so we can get DRS or Danny Rick off of Lando and just pull each other up. I'm I'm just hoping to watch him drift off into the distance. It's not happening. It's not happening. Oh, Danny Rick's putting together a fastest lap though. We're 6/10 up. Just not quite. And here he comes.
It's a good lap. That's a good lap.
Here he comes.
Understood.
Oh, he's right there. We're not going to be able to break away from him, so we have to neutralize battery a little bit. How fast was that lap? 1:45.8. Whoa. That is fast. That is fast. Lando's just kind of getting a view. Leclerc's pulling away. We're just not fast enough. But top three, 14 laps left. How are the other tires? Okay, so we got some 70s. And the ones who pitted late are kind of in the 80s. Ocon's got a 96 smoothness attribute, so his tires are always good. As long as the pit strategy is good enough. By the way, I missed the message, but thanks Lobes for the follow. I appreciate that. That came in almost half an hour ago. I'm sorry. Seconds. Alonso has caught up to Daniel Ricciardo again. But we have separated ourselves from Sven. So it's really Leclerc and then these three guys and then another gap to the next 4 cars behind them. Perez is making up ground. I said he wouldn't make it all the way up. That was 5 laps ago. He's made up 3 places. So he's trying to prove me wrong. Yuki's a young driver with some decent growth potential, but he just seems to not be able to get as much out of Alpha's car as Gasly seems to do consistently. Like Yuki's 21, 22. Gasly is on my radar for a Daniel Ricciardo replacement, but Daniel has heard me talking about him as he just gets passed. He's heard me talking about him.
Okay. Alrighty.
And he's been putting in some performances. As I said, in the rain race I had earlier that was a calamity, he got 10th and he was my only point. So this is, Lando finished like 14th because I missed. And it was partially my fault because I pitted about 2 laps too early for dry tires and he lost like 5 places in 2 laps because he was running like 5 seconds slower than everybody else. I'm just like, block as many people as you can until I can until this track dries up. And it did not work. You're looking at Daniel? Daniel doesn't have anywhere to grow, though. You look at Bottas, looking at Daniel, looking at Alonso. Some guys, they're not necessarily going to decline, but they reach that cliff in their early 30s, or in Alonso's case, late 30s, where they can't really learn anymore. They're learning at like a third of the speed of some of the younger drivers. Words cannot describe how happy I am right now. I'm also holding my breath.
Nicely done.
Go, 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 go.
And McLaren with a great overtake.
I have Doohan in my reserve car. I put him in there for first practices. Piastri eats tires for breakfast, but he learns very quickly.
Alpine just advanced.
Who should you sign as a Danny Rick replacement? Well, I'm trying to figure that out myself. I've scouted Gasly, I've scouted Ocon, I've scouted Russell, and that's who I really want, so I'm waiting till the end of the season. Hopefully when he sees us competing in the championship, he will have more of an interest. I tried to sign Charles Leclerc, but he wanted like $20 million a year to come drive for me. He did have more interest than Russell though for driving for McLaren. Ocon, as I said, he's very smooth. So if you want a driver who makes his tires last a long time, maybe be more aggressive with the one stops that we talked about earlier, he would be a good choice. And he's a decent age where he's still learning.
Good job.
He's 25, 26.
McLaren gain a position.
Man, that's going to come right down the end there, isn't it? Neither one of us is fast enough to pull away from the other. And Danny Rick just got past again.
Yep. This is my pace.
Alright, when we get down to about 5 laps to go,
That's
I'm
a
just
good
going to
overtake from Alpine.
empty the fuel. And hopefully we can get second and third here. That would be awesome. Never mind, he's now crashed. He heard you talking about him. Now he's working to actively sabotage the team. That's funny. We are now in the danger zone. 10 laps to go. He keeps passing us on the... Oh no! Oh no!
Copy.
We've had a crash. Let's see what happened.
Sadness.
There. Daniel Ricciardo involved here.
Sadness. Oh, he went to make the
nasty
move.
crash
And
there.
remember how I said earlier, it's tricky when you get up on the curb. Oh, clip that, please. I don't know if I can keep him running. We need a tire change and a front wing change. Can softs go to the end now? Yeah. Oh, I am so sad. I'm so sad. He's gonna take forever to get around the track because we just passed the pit lane. He might not make it. Oh no. He might not make it to the pits. I think he's done. I think his race is over. I don't even want to look at him. I was just talking about pushing him up, using his fuel. Oh, we just lost, what, 18 points? He's driving around with no tires and no front wing. He's not going to score points. He might not even finish this race. Oh boy, I'm so sad. That was going to be the best race. I think this is the first race, if he does not finish it, he will not have finished. Might be the first race if McLaren doesn't finish. Because I don't think Lando has locked up, Lando has crashed, but I think he's finished every race. Oh, that's devastating. All caught on stream, of course. It's the only way I would want it to be. Danny Rick has lost 10 places. We're putting softs and a new front wing on, and we're just gonna make the best of it, I guess. The best of it being maybe finish the race and no chance at points. Oh, we had second and fourth, and he was passing to third. We could have had a double podium. That makes me so upset. It's one of those things where I wouldn't care at all if it was like the battle for 9th. But that was a podium spot. That was a podium spot. Like you said, 100% top 3. We can feel it. It can still happen. But the fact is, we went from 38 points, if you got third place, to 20.
Okay, Daniel pit lane.
That's significant.
Copy, understood.
Okay, Daniel.
Remember the pit lane speed limiter.
He's going to be coming out of the pits behind Stroll. Lapped by Leclerc. Get this wing on. Wing on, wing on, wing on. Okay. So he's dead last. But he's still running. We had a wing to spare so we could stay in the race. And here comes Lando. Oh, can the teammate help him out? I got so much fuel now. Let's go. Can the teammate help him out? Push, 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 push. Give him fake DRS on a lapped car to get him away from Alonso. That would be lovely. Well, told you before, it's was either going to be disaster or glory today. Little did I know, we might get both. Okay, we let him go by. We don't want any incidents. Now, do us a favor. Park the bus in F1 terms. Don't let anybody else get by you. Give us as much of a gap to second as we possibly can. We have 7 laps to go. We still have damage to everything. Daniel's car does not sound good. Yeah, the gearbox is messed up. So we're probably, I think he's on his last gearbox too. So we're probably gonna, you hear that? Can you guys hear that? Minor damage to chassis, minor damage to suspension. He may or may not actually finish this race. Might be a penalty next race to fix some parts. I'm not sure, I can't remember on the calendar what this race is. What the next race is. How many laps left, Cressy? Can you get him to a respectable position? Because Daniel's a lost hope. Monza. Oh. 32? There's still probably a pit stop in there for the field at 32 laps. Unless they're nursing hard tires. You might be able to cut them. Lando's gonna get DRS off of Stroll. Leclerc is just very clearly better than everybody else today. But I need you to bring second home, Lando. Get out of the way! No! Why? Why do you have to do that? Alonso gains so much ground because of that. You better block him too. Oh, 22. Yeah, I don't think that's a bad get, Callum. I don't know who I'll go with. As I said, plan A is throw as much money as possible at George Russell until he's interested in talking. Alright, Alonso's by Ricardo, so I will tell him to...
Was that a lockup on the track?
He's off. Oh, it's Latifi. We can't go a race without a Latifi lockup. Laps, 5 laps, 20 kilograms, 5 laps to go. We can push
5
this
laps
now.
to go.
I just want to keep second. Just push, 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 push. No. They would still count as your points. It would just, as far as I know, it would just look kind of funny. I'm waiting till the end of the season because I kind of looked at drivers during the summer break and they were interested, but
Sounds like someone's locked up.
not the guys that I really wanted. So my plan is ride out this season with Danny, and it'll cost me less to break his contract because he'll be down to his final year by then, and then just throw money at George Russell. And if I can't get George Russell, maybe I also get Ocon, or maybe I get Oscar Piastri, or somebody else. Gasly. If you're interested in watching more of this, guys, I should mention that there's currently an ongoing series on my YouTube channel. I release a new F1 Manager video every 48 hours.
So there are 4
at
laps to go.
noon Eastern, 5 p.m. British time. This is way ahead of the current series because I didn't think I was going to play this quite as much. But we're probably coming up on, I guess it would be, I've got videos scheduled right now for the next couple of weeks, and then I'm probably going to edit this down somewhat and post it on YouTube as a continuation as well, denoting this one was a live one. Oh, first red flag. I've only had 15 races. I've only had one, I think, maybe 2. One of them was like a red flag during practice, right? I don't know if I've had one during a race. I think maybe once. There was a crash early in the race and then everybody went on to hard tires. Really took the strategy kind of out of it. Didn't love it. Happened so early. Fuel looks good. Tires look good. 2 laps to go. Or 3 laps to go. Well, clear. 3 laps to go. Come on, Lando. Stay ahead of Alonso, please. How many improvements have you made to the car? I'll show you after the race. Quite a few. I think we've upgraded every part at least once. But again, we are like two-thirds of the way through the season at the moment. And we've started researching for next year's car. Like, I'm halfway through research for next year. And I would encourage you, if you can, to split your time wisely. And remember, for the wind tunnel time and the like computer hours for the development of parts, that resets like 4 times a year. So originally I was making small improvements to like ration my time, and then I realized, oh, it's gonna reset in like a month. I better use it all. And depending on where you finished in the championship last year is how much time you get. Better teams get less time. It's kind of a balancing measure.
2 laps to go.
I'm going to actually end this race with more fuel than I thought. So we're just going to push fuel to the end. I'm kind of hoping to go for fastest lap, but I don't have the pace. Not quite. Lando. I don't know what the fastest lap is. This only shows last lap. Lap history. Timing. Leclerc's got the fastest lap, 145.4. And we were 145.9 the last lap. Really pushing. So we gotta find half a second. No problem. Just 17 seconds. Yeah, a full pit stop. A full pit stop. I wouldn't mind a Charles Leclerc a little whoopsie. A little. Oh, somebody cut his tire in the garage. What a shame. Wow, he just bettered his own fastest lap.
This is the last lap.
Oh, that was a good lap too. One more lap. I'm still kind of sad about Ricardo. Yeah, I'm gonna end up with a lot of fuel left here just because I conserved during the safety car. And we had 2 safety cars in this race, so could have pushed a little more, but we're kind of in clean air, just kind of running our own race at the moment, so I don't think it would have made that much of a difference. Oh, he's getting there. Go, Yuki, go. Somebody ran wide on the last lap.
Someone's run wide.
Alonso, hey! That's what we needed. Build a nice little extra 5 seconds into the gap. For the second time this season, Lando Norris is going to take a podium. First in Austria. Now in Belgium. A superb effort.
That's Leclerc. Charles Leclerc is today's winner.
That is the checkered flag.
20 points for
Yeah,
McLaren.
Good job, mate. Very well controlled race that. Good drive.
What a good day for Alpine. That's unfortunate because Alpine is directly behind us. The unfortunate thing about this early crash is it pushes all the mid-tier teams up, not just us. Oh, Leclerc set another fastest lap on his victory lap at the end of the race. Why wouldn't you just take time to soak it in, Charles? Why not? Why not? I'll take one. Could have been 2-3. I'll take one on the podium though. That's only happened once before. Let's get to end of race procedure here. This is a long lap. There we go. Sorry I can't give you the actual music, guys.
Lando
Copyright.
Norris can be proud. What a fantastic performance from him.
So they got the slight rip-off F1 music for streaming purposes.
Imagine how chuffed they must be. A podium is a real feat.
Charles
and it's
Leclerc
been
wins
accomplished
again,
in style.
and he's like skating away with the Drivers' Championship at the moment. Leclerc, Lando, Alonso. Not a podium you see every day.
And after such a fabulous drive here today, it's no surprise to see this man land on the podium.
Good job, us. The strategy worked.
But remember, it's not just about today's trophies, it's the points that can make all the difference.
Kind of.
A fantastic result for McLaren there.
Live by the sword, die by the
This was
sword.
an extremely convincing race for them. They're one impressive team, and they deserve to celebrate this properly.
And after this result, the team is fourth in the constructor standings.
Yes, we are.
For the next round, Formula One
We are
won't be
very
straying
impressive.
too far. We'll be heading to the dunes of Zandvoort and the lightning speed of the Dutch Grand Prix.
Okay, we're Dutch. We're Dutch. Next race. Charles Leclerc took a penalty at the start of the race. 10-spot penalty. Started 11th after winning pole in qualifying. And comes through the field to win the race easily. Ferrari is just so fast. So fast. That walk-up really cost Perez. Bad day for Red Bull at the track. Oh, that's so disappointing. Okay. Drivers' Championship. Charles Leclerc extends his lead over Max. Max over Sainz as well. 2 and 3 don't get any points because they crash into each other. Lando 6th. We're coming for you, Lewis. Daniel. That's not bad. Like 12th isn't where I was expecting him. Constructors, it's Ferrari's world and we're just living in it. Yeah, such a good day for Alpine. They gained on us. Nothing for AlphaTauri. Williams and Aston Martin have not scored points. Haas with their first 2-point effort of the season. Good day for Alfa Romeo. 18 points. Okay, I thought we got 20, but 18 points. So we have a win, Lando in Austria, a podium, Lando in Austria and Belgium, and a fastest lap. And all of our drivers have finished all of the races despite some challenges. Like, look at that development speed. Lando 1.3, Jack 1.7, Daniel 0.58. Not the best. So, what is it that you wanted to see there, Callum? You wanted me to show you something? Oh, the upgrades on the car. I could show you that. Speaking of, we have finished manufacturing some extra side pods and finished manufacturing some chassis, so that's actually helpful considering Daniel's gonna need a whole bunch of new stuff. Lando Norris. Let's put him in reactions. Let's put it in his pace. So we have 2 chassis designs, 2 front wing, 2 rear wing, a 3rd side pod, 3rd underfloor, 3rd suspension, because it gives you the suspension right off the bat. And then, is this his last gearbox? No, he's got one more, so we don't have to take a penalty. So I'm going to switch that right now before I forget for next race. But I'm going to show you what we're kind of looking at here. Let's look at Lando's car. Like, look at where we are on the grid compared to where, like, we're better in the cornering phases, but everywhere else we're below average on the grid. We don't have a great car, but we drive with the pedal to the floor at all times. And it's worked for us to some extent. We're still not as fast as Ferrari, still not as fast as Red Bull, still not as fast as Mercedes, but we can close the gap to some of the other teams. Alpine is really fast though. They kind of scare me a bit. And right now I'm just all in on researching for next year's car so we stay in the position that we're in. Because right now they want 5th in the championship with a car that isn't that great. And right now we're 4th, and I just want to stay where we are at. Oh, stupid safety car at a bad time. I hate that. I hate that. Like, you could see, I'm scouting Carlos, I'm scouting Piastri. We're getting a look because this guy's seat, he gone. 4 days to the next race, so we really don't have any time. Side pod manufacturing done. Daniel Ricciardo, low morale. Why do you think that is? I have low morale about Daniel Ricciardo. Oh, Doohan has 2 development points. That's all going into smoothness. Otherwise, he's just going to eat tires. Gearbox poor condition, chassis manufactured. I want to get a look at car 1. That's fine. Okay. I think they auto change it once you finish the race, aerodynamically speaking. Okay. So I think we're in a decent spot. Post-race overview for the Belgian. Yeah, 300 points. Wow. I always love to see that. Board is happy. Board confidence is high. McLaren's sitting in a good spot. At this point, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 left. I don't see Alpha Tauri or Alfa Romeo catching us, so we're gonna at least meet the season goal. Alpine scares me. Facilities wise, we're doing a whole bunch of upgrades there. We got lots of cash in the bank. I appreciate that. So overall, we're in a good spot going into Zandvoort, guys. But as it stands, I've been streaming for an hour and 40 minutes or so, which was longer than I expected to do. But I'm having fun here. But I am going to run in a situation here where I'm going to have to make dinner. So I'm going to call it for the time being. And hopefully we can do this again at some point. Whether that be, this week, next week, whenever I can find time and some space to get it done. But it was nice to, instead of talking over a video track, be able to interact with you guys in real time and see what you guys think and how you guys are enjoying the game. And it's nice to have the enthusiasm of a couple people trying it for the first time, trying stuff out, seeing if it works. That's extra fun. Yeah, Callum, upgrade everything, because it's all not great. So just and you can't really afford to take away from spots to make other things better because there's no real strength to the car. You just kind of have to be patient with it. Yeah, I wish I could tell you a schedule. I don't know how it's going to go. I know it won't be tomorrow because I am drafting in the Causa Cup. Football Manager. Causa Bob has roped me into another one of his drafts, which I love to do, but have been unlucky for me recently. And then I'll definitely, if I plan on doing it, I'll definitely post it up in Callum's Discord. I'll definitely post it on my Twitter. Jordan here too. YouTube.com/jsmitty7 if you want to watch the YouTube videos about how we got here, how we're performing, McLaren as a team, and maybe Friday, maybe the weekend. It all kind of depends. Won't be in the next couple days, but I hope to do this, maybe once a week, a little bit more semi-regularly, as opposed to streaming once every 4 years, because you don't really build up the fun, build up an audience that way. But, well, I've been in one Callum Cup, Cressy, and did not go well for me. Did not go well, but, I'll be in the next Callum Cup as long as it falls on a day when I'm not too busy. I'll be going back to the well because my Football Manager career is incomplete until I get my name on the Callum Cup, the most prestigious tournament in all the land. But thanks so much for the follows, guys, and well, let me know. If it's this weekend, then I could probably do it, I think. Maybe. 2 drafts in a week might be a little much, but maybe I can pull it off. But follow here, follow YouTube, follow me on Twitter. I'll keep you posted. As I said, I'm in Callum's Discord, so if I go live, I'll post there. But I want to do this every so often. I won't be a full-time streamer. I won't commit to a schedule, but it would be nice to do this, 2, 3, 4 times a month just to get my feet back in the water again. Because I used to do this for a while, and then I've lost all ability to form coherent English. So that was a roadblock to my streaming ability. And I also thought that my voice and my face weren't appealing for a streaming platform. But now that I've been watching Callum, I know that doesn't really matter. No, I'm just kidding. But I will see you guys next time. Who should we raid over to? I should raid out. I know it's only a few of us here, but let's take a look and see. Oh, Arilax is streaming. We can go visit him. Hey, I got like 2 follows today, alright? That's 2 more than I've gotten in a while. I just don't have the graphics yet. I haven't figured that out. Let's go raid Arilax. What do you want to put over there? I don't think he cares about F1, otherwise we can go in there bragging about a podium for Lando. But I appreciate it, guys. Thanks for taking the time out of your day to watch. Oh, he's raiding out. Okay. Okay. I was just gonna check. I just saw him, the channels, and I thought, I just saw his channel because he's one of the channel. Let me see if I can. Is there any that we can find? I could raid work the space, but we are small but mighty. Let's see. Oh, I like some of these titles. I'm just looking around. A lot of Williams, desperate Williams drivers out there. Let's raid Taylor Mills. He's in a McLaren car. Let's give him a bit of a welcome. Thanks again, guys. Have a great day. I appreciate it.